Oh, fire in my eyes. Jesus Christ. Love, hey, love. And to the front again. Same old choice back then. So I made a big mistake. Try to see what's my way. Here I come to snap the rooster. Here come the rooster. Yeah. Lost inside my sick head. I for you, but I'm not alive. Take my hand back if I kill. Love, I love. Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about how can you sing like Layne Staley from Alice in Chains. Now, I don't claim to be able to sing like him. I think he's one of the best singers of all time, and really, I'm not even close to his level. But the reason for videos like this is not to try to sing exactly like someone, sound like someone, but to actually take some of the techniques that he was using and apply it to our own voice so that we can then be able to use it in our own songs, for example. So about Layne's technique, first of all, and I think this is really important, we need to really put the sound into the back of our nose through here. It's coming out like this, okay? So in many verses that he does, when he's singing lower, he's really doing this kind of, ain't found a way to kill me yet. That's but staying inside. It's really kind of nasal, not too much, but he's really putting it in there, like behind his nose. This is very important because this also allows you to get a lot more distortion and a lot more freedom as you go higher. So for example, when you go, here I come to stab the rooster, it's all in the nose. Here I come to snap the rooster. It's really much easier to get to that higher place when you place it like back here. It feels like the sound is coming from the back of our nose. I aim it at the back of my nose. This is really making it much easier to get it right. The next thing that Layne is extremely good at is his breath support. If you look at him performing, especially look at the MTV Unplugged performance, he's barely opening his mouth. He's barely doing anything. And yet he's able to get up there, up to those high notes and really sing them with clarity, with pitch and power, with everything that he needs without flinching. Like, it's second nature to him because he supports his voice extremely well. He knows how to blow just enough air for these notes to be audible and powerful and great, but not to overblow it so that he doesn't damage his vocal cords, he doesn't damage his voice, it doesn't get swollen and his voice will get all raspy and unusable. So if you look at a song like Down in a Hole, especially from his MTV Unplugged performance where he goes, down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. it's also extremely easy for him. He can just do it with absolutely no problems because he supports his voice the right way. He's not blowing too much air, he's not blowing too little, he's doing it just the right amount. And also his chord closure is absolutely monstrous. He is able to get these high notes to sound extremely powerful, like he does in, first, let's say, Man in the Box, where he goes, you know, you know, you cannot do this if your vocal cords just blow apart. You have to really keep them close together and not blow too much air for them to not blow apart. So that's another thing that you need to take into account. And also with the chord closure, it helps once again to put the sound into the back of our nose. Another thing that Layne Staley is doing a little bit differently than most singers is vowels. And I'm talking especially about when he goes there, you know, really high. He modifies the vowels so that they are open, like the Man in the Box note. Fa, it's a really open eh, but it's a covered sound. So it's kind of like placing a dome over that sound from the back. It's like, you know, you're going fa, but when you go high, fa, 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 you can really hear that I'm trying to like put like a behind the sound. Fa, this really allows you to get a full sound. Your larynx is going to remain a little bit lower so that the sound really is very chesty and very strong. This allows him to sound extremely powerful. What Layne is also great at is when he sings lower, you know, some more mellow songs like Nutshell, for example. He can really put a lot of emotions behind his voice. And the reason that we as receivers, as listeners, can pick up on this is because of the dynamics of his voice. He doesn't sing everything on the same loudness level. It all changes, it's floating. It's really just artistry. His artistry being at the forefront of what he's doing. So, you know, he's going, we chase missprinted lines. We face the path of time. And yet I find this battle all alone. No one to cry to, no place to go home. He's really transferring his feelings through his singing. It's not one-dimensional. He's really putting himself into his songs, and that is something that keeps us listeners hypnotized. It keeps us hooked in on what he's doing. This is just a sign of a great artist that Layne Staley clearly was. Well, anyway, these are some of my thoughts on Layne Staley's singing, some of my tips for you if maybe you want to emulate some of his style, some of his sound. Definitely try to use that because, like I said, he's an incredibly good singer, and so one of the best of all time. If we want to have some inspiration, then we should really take in what we can from the best of the best. Like, subscribe, leave the notifications on because these videos are going to keep coming. I've got some great tips for you, and have a great day.